Hello everyone, how are you? This is my little Pomeranian cat. Beep beep. So today I'm going to talk about mental health. So just a PSA that and content warning that things such as sexual assault, rape, suicide, mental illness, depression, anxiety, PTSD, and things along those lines will be mentioned in this video. So just a trigger warning, if any of this content is going to trigger you, then just putting it out there, and maybe if you're not feeling up to listening to this right now, then that's perfectly okay, and you know, maybe switch this off and tune into something else. Okay, so I want to start off by saying that I'm not a medical health professional, and everything that I'm talking about is based on knowledge gained through my life experience and also through my university degree in alternative medicine and healing. So first off, I would say that if you're experiencing extreme states of mental illness that's causing you to feel extremely low and not in a good place, then it's really important to reach out to your general practitioner, your doctor, and get referred to a counselor, to a psychologist, to a therapist, so you can receive support and help with what you're going through. You know, we can't do life alone, we can't do this experience alone, and it's important to use those resources and reach out to people that can help you. So I know in Australia there's lots of counselling services that are available. I know up to 5 sessions can be free from the government. So if you're feeling the need and push towards that, then I highly encourage you to, and just know that these people work and study their entire lives to help people and to make the world a better place through helping people with their mental health. So yeah, I know I've definitely seen counselors and therapists and healers, and they've really helped me. So and along those lines, I would say that you know, there's mental health is on a spectrum from minor disturbances to major. So from what I've learned in university, I studied a Bachelor's of Arts in alternative health. So what I learned in university and a lot of my psychology classes is that, yeah, mental health is on a spectrum. So if you're experiencing extreme states of mental unrest, then things like medication is very helpful to create balance, to create neutrality, and to help you live in your day-to-day life. However, if you're not at a very extreme end, there's other practices that you can employ that will help to maintain mental health, that might be more effective with less side effects than going straight to medication. So a lot of the Western frontline solutions for mental health is medications, which arguably can be that it's very fast, it's mostly pretty effective in a short period of time, and depending on what you believe, but it seems to me that it's also a bit of a money maker in terms of the pharmaceutical companies making a lot of money from prescribing people medications right off the bat without maybe thinking about alternatives. So obviously I'm passionate about alternative health and healing, and I actually did my thesis in university on yoga as a complementary therapy to help people with anxiety and depression. So in my thesis, I found that people that just did yoga improved a lot in their mental cognition, in their mood, in their overall sense of well-being. And that was also seen with yoga combined with therapy and yoga combined with medications. And it showed that those with less extreme cases of mental health. Yoga is very effective in creating balance and positivity and optimism. So there is a lot of alternative ways in which we can come back to balance. So obviously life is a freaking roller coaster, and there's certain things in our life that literally are curved balls and just throw us off. For me personally, I've been raped twice in my life, which was extremely traumatic. I was loosely diagnosed with PTSD. However, I was pretty resistant to the diagnosis, and I didn't really resonate much with Western medicine, hence why I studied alternative healing. I've also, my own father has passed away only like 4 or 5 months ago, which was extremely traumatic for me as well. So in my own personal experience, you know, I've been suicidal. I've had extreme paranoia and mental unrest from surviving these rapes and sexual assaults and things like that. So in my own personal life, I know how intense it is when your mental health isn't well. Your whole life is just on its head. So what I have found in these moments is that we can, when something very intense happens, there needs to be this healing process which takes time, some things longer than others. And through that process of healing is how we come back into balance, into wholeness. So the way I see it is mental health is just like physical health. You can't expect to have a super fit, ripped body if you never work out, right? And it's the same with mental health as well. You can't expect to have clarity and a super on point mind if you haven't worked on it. So my first recommendation is, you know, do that deep healing work to process your traumas, to process what you've gone through in your life, so that you can clear the debris, especially that mental debris, and so you can make the most of each day in your life. Most of the time, the daily experience is affected by past traumas and past issues. So if we're able to process these as much as we can and come to a place of wholeness, then we can move forward in doing what we want to do in the world and making the most of each day, making the most of our life in this experience. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't last forever. Obviously, our souls are eternal and unlimited, but this exact experience in this body in this time is temporary. So, you know, prioritizing our mental health is important, and it's very helpful. It helps our life a lot. It helps how we interact with others, how we interact with ourselves, how we love ourselves, you know, our ability to attract and manifest the things that we want. So I would say some things that I do that really help with my mental health is having a really strong morning routine. So right now in the morning I wake up, I take my puppy for a walk outside and, you know, be in nature and go to the park, and it's really nice. Then I'll come back and I'll work out for about 30 minutes. And then I'll listen to some nice music, listen to some affirmations. Right now I'm loving Bob Baker's morning affirmations. It's only 5 minutes, and he just is talking, and he's like, today's gonna be an amazing day. I'm abundant. I'm happy. I'm so grateful for this beautiful life. So all of this is called priming the brain in psychological terms. So just like when you study for a test and then you know the answers, priming your brain in the morning is very, very powerful. So if you're priming your brain for happiness, abundance, today's going to be an amazing day, that's what you're tuning into, and that's what you can project into the day. On the other hand, if you're waking up and there's not much of a strong morning routine and you're feeling like maybe a little bit down, that can kind of filter into the day, and then all of a sudden the day is kind of sucks and is not that good. So I want to encourage you guys to have strong mental health practices to keep yourself balanced and neutral and on point. And that could be a combination of things. A good morning routine. Oh, not that, buddy. A good morning routine and also a good support system. So for me, I love to see healers and psychics and stuff, and they really help me when I'm having problems with my life and issues. So we need to talk to people. It's who we are. We're humans. We're a part of a community, part of this web. So talking to other people, someone that you love and trust, can be so helpful. And I really encourage you guys to find someone that you love to talk to. It could be a therapist or a healer or a psychologist or a counselor. It could be a really good friend, or it could be your mom if you're really close, or it could be your grandpa or your cousin or your best friend, or someone that you can talk to and that can understand you and give you positive feedback and support you is really important. And you know, as we continue on with life and we build these positive mental health practices, we can gain that mental strength that will help us endure throughout this experience. And ultimately, I feel as though when we have a strong mental health and strong physical health and spiritual health, then we can go out to the world and make change. We are strong, we are powerful, we are supported, and in that energy is palpable, and it will give us that fuel that we need to complete our mission and to live out our destiny, right? So yeah, there's my little tips and stuff for mental health. And you know, times are really tough right now, and I know with COVID and everything, there's a lot going on. When the first lockdown happened, my dad was just, you know, he had lung cancer, so I was pretty afraid that he would get COVID, and I became super suicidal, probably the most suicidal I've ever been in my life, because I thought, you know, if I lost him, then how would I continue to live on, you know, and it was a really dark period. But I'm really grateful for those people around me, for my boyfriend and for my friends who gave me love and support and helped me push through that dark time. And now I'm feeling good, I'm feeling stronger than ever. And you know, even with my dad passing away, you know, I know that he wanted me to be happy and to be strong, so I've really worked on processing the emotions, and I'm at a place at this point, at least, where I'm feeling strong, capable, and powerful, and I'm really grateful for that. So for any of you out there that are struggling, I am a professional healer and psychic. I read cards, I do forensic healing, so if you need support, please reach out to me. I would love to help you. And also, just know that we're all in this together. I'm sending you lots of love, positivity, strength, and blessings for a strong mind, strong body, and strong soul. Love you guys. Chat soon.